I want to take a quick second and show you the Tenacious Tape Repair Kit and why one of these rides in every one of our backpacks when we go out on trips. Right now we are 12 miles into a hike in the middle of the wilderness and we got a little tear in a jacket. So I wanted to show you how you can use this, but first let me just show you what's inside here. So when you get one of these for a couple of bucks, this is what's going to be inside here. The first thing you're going to notice is the seam sealer. This seam sealer right here is for like pads and things like that if you need to seal them so the air can't get out of them. It comes with this little brush as well to paint that onto your pad once you've located that and seal it up with these patches right here. So you'll notice that you're gonna have two patches. These are nylon patches. One's a clear one and one's a black one. And then probably the best part of all of this is it also comes with a little instruction for field repair, because a lot of you aren't going to be able to pull this video up and see how I did it or whatnot, but instead you can see right from the manufacturer how to use this product. So we've got a jacket. We're going to go ahead and grab that. We're going to repair a little nick in the shoulder or in the elbow that happened on this trip, and we'll just get that repaired right now in the middle of this trip so that we don't lose insulation. But there are a lot of applications besides just something like that. I bring it because if I was ever to have a tear in my tent, if an ash fell on my tent, again, the pad is probably one of the biggest ones. If you ever have a pad start to lose air, that doesn't make for very fun nights of sleeping, and that's where this can really come into play. But really it can repair anything and everything out here, and so that's why these just live with me. I think I can't remember how much weight they are out in the middle of nowhere here, but they might be less than an ounce. It's super, super light, and it just always comes with me. So let me grab that jacket. We'll go ahead and slap one of these patches on, and we won't lose any insulation while we're out here, and it'll be good to go because this is a permanent fix for that instead of having to go and sew it or do different things like that. A lot of times it's easier with these lightweight fabrics that we're using, whether it be a tent or different things. It can be easier and better to permanently fix them with Tenacious Tape rather than try to go sew these lightweight fabrics. So let's grab that jacket and we'll fix it. All right, so this is a little tear in a prototype Loft-Tech jacket that Derek was running today, and I'm just gonna kind of walk you through how to do this. Obviously we wanna repair this sooner so that insulation doesn't come out. The things that you're gonna need for this is obviously your Tenacious Tape kit and then some kind of a knife to trim appropriately. Now, if you read through the instructions, they might give you slightly different instructions. These are typically how I remember them and how I've done it. So I'm just gonna take out the patch, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this clear patch in this occasion. And what they're gonna tell you to do is you're gonna want to cut this so that it's gonna go around the outside edge by a certain amount. I'm gonna go with a little over a centimeter, or like a ½ an inch bigger than that little slit. And so I'm just gonna go ahead, lay this down and cut this, and then I'll tear it off and slide it on there. So obviously the sharper the knife that you have, the better this is gonna work. This is a little 1 ounce knife that I like to carry. It's been a great knife, but hopefully it is sharp enough to get this cut. Now I'm looking at this, I'm actually thinking that we could probably repair this with just this little flap right here. So I'm gonna try to cut right down this line so that we could save some of this tape. I'm gonna trim off the ends. Now, ideally you're gonna round these ends. That's what they would like you to do so there's not as much area to snag. Okay, so that should be good. I typically like to place it in the middle and rub it out just a little bit. Try to keep it wrinkle free. I'm sure that you can do a little bit better job on here, but that's kind of what you're going for roughly, is something that's gonna overlap onto the different edges here. You're gonna be able to get those down. Once this sets up, which I think there's a little bit of a setup time, we're out in the middle of nowhere, so I'm not gonna worry about looking for that setup time, but it might be a few hours. You can wash this and use it. Like I said, this is a permanent fix. So if it is something that's permanent fix, and sometimes I've done this in the field, I'll set one up and it works and it fixes it, but I'll get back maybe later and I'll want to just dress it up with scissors and get rounder edges. That's totally fine too, but this is set up. This is gonna work for quite a while. If it starts to flake off, then in, you know, the comfort of your home, you can round those edges out and have a repaired jacket or whatever it is that you're looking to repair. So that's a little bit about how to use those Tenacious Tape repair kits. They are money. Like I say, I bring them with me everywhere, whether it's repairing a jacket, a pad, a tent, anything like that on the trail. You're ready to go. So make sure you grab one of those, stick them in your pack. They're super light, and like I say, they're in every one of our staff's packs.